Hi guys, I'm really excited to bring to you the LEGO Architecture Studio set. It's amazing. I've been waiting for this to come out, and the first time when I heard about it, I wanted to get it right away. So here is what it looks like. This is a huge box. It probably weighs around 10 pounds or so.
So this is set 21050 with 1,210 pieces for ages 16 and up.
It's the first set of its kind that is ever, all the pieces are white. So here is the front view. You can see what the things you can build inside, some cool stuff. The side view, what comes within the set, and the back side view. There is a book that's really valuable that shows you all the different references and architecture around the world that you can use. And the other side view that shows you all the pieces that come within the set. It is so heavy. You can kind of see the underneath side of the box. They've created a giant model, which you cannot do with this box set because there is not enough pieces for that. So here we go. I'm going to open it up and let you see what's inside. So for my box, I've already opened it, and the first thing you'll see is the book, which is the most incredible book of 269 pages of information on architecture. This pretty much sums up my whole 4 years in architecture school at ASU. So I am a graduate student of architecture at ASU, landscape architecture, and I love this book because it pretty much tells me everything. It pretty much has everything that I've learned in architecture school. So if you are a type of person that loves to create, this would be the definitely book for you. It's not your instructional booklet like you can see here. It's more of information on how the architects come up with their designs, their concept, their ideas, where the influence is coming from, different references that they've used to inspire themselves to create these amazing structures, and you can do it too. So you can see a glimpse of the book inside the book. See some of the models that they show you how to make, and it really shows you the other side of architecture, LEGO architecture, where you can really create anything out of Legos, and how to use Legos in different ways that I've never thought of using before. So this is a really valuable book, and it's probably the best thing in this whole set. So that's the book. That's the back side for you there. It has a little structure with a hand-drawn sketch on the back, which is really cool, how they insinuate that you create this 3D model after you come up with your design through a hand sketch. So here is the rest of the stuff that comes within the set. Is your trays for separating, 2 of them of course, which is great for separating your small pieces, big pieces, or whatever you're looking for. This is also what else that comes in here. I'll tilt the box so you can kind of see it there. These are the little trays that come inside for you to separate your small pieces and your big pieces. I've already done that. And that's a little thing I'll show you in a little bit. This is your big tray. And I'll show you later what this little structure that I did was all about. And here is the giant bucket of Lego pieces. So pretty much a ton of Lego pieces. The reason why this set gets overlooked a lot is because of the fact that all the pieces in this set are white. See, everything is white. But the reason for that is because when you're building, you don't want colors to distract your eyes from what the real design is all about, what the real shape, structure of the building is all about. This is the set for conceptual design and when you're creating something like that, or the beginning processes of designing a building. So you need it to all be white in one color, so that you're focusing on the shape. The set is not for people that just want an instructional booklet that tells them step to step on how to build certain things, or certain buildings, or whatever. This is for you, for the type of people that like to create and challenges your minds. It has tons of exercises, tons of model buildings that people have created in the actual LEGO studio when they came up with the set. So it's kind of like an experimental set to see how people do and what they can create with the set. So it's pretty cool. There are a lot of unique pieces in this set that you won't find anywhere else, and if you do find it, it's really hard to combine them all together and find the right shape, the right size, the right color. So that's why they took the liberty to make everything white, which is really nice. This set does not come with a Lego separator, which is a really big thing that you'll need in the future when you're building, is a Lego separator. But you can find this anywhere in any set, or you could just buy it separately. It's like $1 something, you know.
So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the book, and this is the beginning of the book. It talks about how Lego became what it is now. It's over 60 years of building fun and what it created. It's cool how they start your exercise. I mean, this is literally like a class that you're taking, but for the price that you're taking it at, it's very cheap. So they wrap everything up all in one in this book. So it's really handy and a really nice, well-made book. So what inspires architects? And that goes into talking about all like the different theories, the different problem-solving solutions that people come up with to create their design and to come up with their design. It relates back to the site. It relates back to the information, the history of the place. It goes into talking about, you know, the Seattle Library, how that was done, and really good information on all these conceptual, like, programming, how the space is created, what they did within these buildings, where they wanted the program of each thing. Program is also like the office, the hotel, what its function is in each space. So that's what it's going to talk to you about. Other buildings here, you can see great pictures, amazing, really high resolution quality pictures, actual floor plans you're going to get in the book, and then little models like this. So you can see here, like, one block becomes this, you can make it into this building, and that little sketch there represents a little person of the scale of what that building is going to be like once you build it. And even right here you have this little storage shed on the outside, or whatever it wants to be. So it's going to talk to you about like the studio that they did for this book. So you can see there are people that have just played around with the different bricks and see what they could create out of these clear bricks, out of the little things. It's testing your creativity on what you can do with what you have. So it's pretty neat. It goes into more of different forms, which is what you'll learn about. Lighting. You know, lighting is one of the biggest things in architecture. I mean, lighting can make your design even. So it was, it's a very important aspect of architecture. And so here's one of the things that I built to see how it would be like. So I followed this right here is the picture, and I built it, half of it, using kind of what they have there is a section cut of the building, of the little house. And I tried to see if I could solve it and build it myself. And so this is what it looks like here when you build it. So this is the house all together. You can see there. And here's the side view of the house. It's hard to keep it together. And these clear pieces are used as glass or windows, that type of thing. Here's the back side view of it, and the side view. And so when you open it up, it's going to be the section cut of the house and what it'll look like inside. And you can see here all the voids and all the solids, how they created, just playing with pieces, playing with different shapes. And then these are really nice in the set is these top covers, and you won't be able to find these that many of the same color or the same size or whatever in different sets. And that's what makes this set really valuable, is these sloped pieces and these covered pieces. So it really completes your building or your structure when you have these flat pieces in a set, which makes it really nice. So it's also a 2-floor building there. So I'll go through a little more. So that was a little example, but it's really cool how they play with these Lego pieces to create something even like that. I mean, it changes the way you even think about Legos. I mean, these are all the section cuts of the space and voids within a cube. You know, playing around with all these different things. And spiral, and just tons of really cool things in here. I mean, shapes like that. I mean, protruding things from a building, pretending it's an apartment. I mean, you have planters on top of big buildings. How would those look like? And then it goes into talking about space, and that's really important too, because space is what determines what you're going to be doing in these spaces when you build a building. And it's really important to learn about that kind of stuff so that you build better and that you make your spaces functional. And here's one about the surface and the kind of landscape and the form within the land of how you build your structures and how they integrate with the land. So it's really cool how these people play with Legos. And here's the last part too. I'll show you, see floor plans, plenty of references you can use. I mean, great little details on things here. And that one here, let me show you that one. See, this is something new I've never seen done before. Is they're using Legos, but in a weird way that you would never think of using. They're actually using these flat pieces and sliding them right into the slots in between the pegs and creating these completely different spaces and completely different ways of even building, which is really cool. So this is kind of like an inspirational book to help you build interesting and unique forms and ideas and buildings, and these are some cool sketches. And towards the end here, this is what I started building. The only bad thing about this set is I tried to build this one, which is all about symmetry, and this is the pyramid in Chichen Itza, and it talks about the parallel sides and everything. So the problem that I had with this building this pyramid was the fact that there was not enough pieces, and that's kind of a bummer when you have a big set like this and it costs so much. So this is what I came up with, and it's kind of a downscale of what this is, because if I tried to do it exactly how they have it here, I would not have enough pieces to even do half of it, which kind of really sucks. So here are the pieces here. You can see that these pieces, the slant pieces, look exactly the same as these, but then I tried that and there's no way that this slope would ever meet in the middle, and so I had to do it with a different slope. Here you can see it's a less sharp angle to meet it up here, and I was able to do that with some of the pieces they had in here. But here is what I came up with based off on that, and I could only finish half of it, which kind of sucks. But you can see here, this was the pyramid that I have. And but it's still nice to kind of see the form all in white, because you can see the shapes, the shadows that it creates a lot better than if it was like red and green and blue and all these weird colors. It kind of ruins the whole shape of things and just the figure itself. So that's kind of what I got from this book, but it's a pretty great book for what it is. It's very valuable. It's very valuable in what it has in here, and it's pretty much, if you are a person that is inspired by architecture and love architecture, I would definitely recommend this book to you. It has great things for anybody that just loves architecture and creating things. It's not for those people that are just want to create things based off on instructional booklets and just want to put something together. It's something more for people that even just want to take an architecture class and they never got a chance to do it. This is a cheaper way to do it. So this is pretty much your whole architecture studio all wrapped up in one book, and it's a really good inspirational book to have for anyone that loves to create. And that's all for the LEGO Architecture Studios. Hope to see you next time, guys. This is LEGO Cutie signing off.